Seventh inning stretch with Rusty Stroupe. Here we are again, middle of the seventh inning. Game's tied. Nobody in the crowd going to the concession stand. They're waiting for that next pitch. What's the strategy? Sacrifice bunt? Hit and run? Speaking of sacrifices, that's our topic for today. Serving God and our sacrifices.
Well, David, when I think about sacrifice, I think about those teams where you have your star player and he's selfish. There's nothing worse than a selfish player, regardless of their talent. But there's nothing better than a selfless player, regardless of their talent. So you think about that player that's willing to put down the bunt, even in the early innings, but especially in the late innings, to help get a runner in scoring position so that somebody else can be the hero and somebody else can be the one to drive that runner in. In baseball nowadays, it's become very common when a player gets the hit that scores the run, that once he touches first base, he runs to try to get away because the whole team has the water bottles and the coolers and everything to throw over top of a guy who has just had a walk-off hit. But what they don't do is throw the cooler over the guy that had the sacrifice bunt, that put the runner in scoring position. But the coach knows that that was just as important. The players know that that was just as important. They know that that self-sacrifice allowed them to win. I'm thinking about Ephesians 5:2, when it reminds us that Jesus made that sacrifice. For something greater than himself, he gave his life. And he himself later said that there's no greater sacrifice than someone who would give themselves for their friends. So when we learn to sacrifice, we learn that we're a part of something bigger than ourselves, whether it be on the sports field or whether it be in life. And it teaches us, instead of to be selfish, that we should be selfless. That's my take on it, David.
Personally, I had to learn to look in the mirror. And a lot of times when you look in the mirror of life, you see what you see coming back at you is a big ball of selfishness. And when you can harness that, as Rusty said, the guy who did the sacrifice bunt, yet they're pouring the water on someone else. When you can put yourself in that other compartment, and God can help you learn that you don't need the glory, because the glory is not for you, it's for him. You don't need the pat on the back, because it's not for you, it's for him. When you can grow into that arena, you truly, truly learn the art of sacrifice. Seventh inning stretch with Rusty Stroupe.